Click YouTube. Session 7, Episode 2. We pan the camera away from Penn and Trakyy. And let's do Zim and H.U.M.A.N next.
Oh no! What's going to do?
Oh boy!
Man,
Oh boy!
Let's go!
Oh!
The banter duel! Oh no, the banter duel! Oh no!
Let's go!
In before we accidentally kill H.U.M.A.N, but that's okay. Small price to pay for D&D, really.
Exactly. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much at the same time you guys leave, and more or less in the same direction. But we're gonna say you're off phase. Penn and Trakyy are a couple of minutes after you, or a couple of minutes before you, but you're pretty much going the same way, and you get the same spiel about the rust-covered buildings, the low rises that are about 3 or 4 stories tops, the tunnel, the bulk gate, and the old RSP or RSB building that has all of the Mandalorian symbols. What were you guys doing? What were you guys setting out to do?
Getting transport?
Yeah, looking for something to drive.
Okay. Yeah, it's all fun and games from this hill here. You can oversee the entire cave. Most of it is drenched in darkness. The ceiling of the cave used to be, a bright baby blue color, but it has now gone pitch black. So there is some connection to the world above. Perhaps you're underneath some lake or something, and the sun refracts off the water in just the correct way for it to go through the obsidian or something, which actually seems impossible. But it is night now, so I guess, disadvantage on perception type checks and advantage on stealth type checks. So
not disadvantage for me because I have dark vision.
Cool.
And also I can give dark vision to him.
You have this spell. Excellent.
Yep.
How are you gonna source these vehicles? You see the little tractor things that they drive. The engines on those, you kind of do like you're both proficient in technology. You do some quick math in your heads. The battery on that, or rather the mechanism or apparatus that extracts energy for the ferrite crystals, that's good for about 10 or so hours in normal usage. If you put 6 people on one of those and you start driving at a steady pace through a salt field, which is essentially a rocky desert, that thing's gonna last like 5 hours, and then you will be in the middle of the storm. Actually, you don't even know how big the aphoric zone is. You don't need to know what kind of specs your vehicle needs to possess even.
Yeah, but going based on what those things can do, it's not going to be good.
No. Besides, when this thing is out in the storm, those ferrite crystals, they're gonna overcharge and probably explode.
Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful.
What vehicles would those hunters be using when they are out hunting?
Wouldn't it be some type of speeder?
Speeder? Gunships?
Perhaps. You don't actually see inside their compound.
Before we go out, I turn to Zim. I grab him by the shoulders with both hands, look at him straight in the eyes, and be like, "Look, Zim, thank you for coming. This is all fun and games. But I actually like these guys. They treat me like peers instead of like a fucking droid. Don't fuck this up for me, okay?"
I'm not going to do that. And the thing is, I'm actually here because I do so much of a fucking boring job, Human. You know why. Hunting is good and all, but having a purpose is even better. And I don't know what you're doing, but it seems like you have a purpose, and I would like a cut of that purpose, if you don't mind.
I think, you know how I was treated back on Mustafar. You know how long I spent in the jails there, deep underground in the lava lakes. Not fun. I've grown some type of. It's the galaxy is a horrible place for droids. Let me tell you that. You know this, Sim.
It's also not a fun place for, what I am. an alien. The Empire doesn't love that. They kill us every chance they get. Hell, would I work for them? The smallest mistake could get me killed. Which is the same for a droid.
Exactly.
That's not fun at all.
I think we're both over this shit now.
Oh yeah. That's
Let's
why
stick with
I
these
hate
guys.
the Empire.
They've been really good to me. Got a nice ship. Got some speeders already. I got a nice thing going. You stick around, get off this place safely. Whatever the Jedi guys want here, or I don't know.
Jedi? Did you just say Jedi?
Don't mention it. It's yes. Don't worry about it. I don't know more than you do.
You know what the bounty is on those guys.
You know what the bounty is on us? It's 25,000 credits per head.
Oh, fun! We could scam. We could scam all of it for all of that money, and then we will be rich.
Let's play that out, Zim. Let's play that out in our heads for 5 seconds. We go in, you tell the whatever bounty guys, look, I found a droid who is guilty. I say, yes, I am the guilty droid. What are they gonna do to you? Just hand you the money?
Yes.
Yes. No, Zim, they won't.
Why not?
I mean, because you're an alien. They could just kill you. I don't know.
If you're a bounty hunter, they don't care if you're an alien or not.
In that case, maybe you want to play that. You want to try it out.
Yeah, and if it is for the Huts, they don't care. They really actually don't care. If you just get the job done, then they pay you, and then if you walk away, it's not my problem.
Okay, well, we told the group that we were getting transportation, but I think if we come back with 4 wheels and a cart, that's not as cool as coming back with 25,000 credits. So let's go give that a go.
That's on Russia.
It's on Russia, human. We have to get a fucking starship to get out of there, to get out of here to do that. It's not as easy as it sounds.
All right.
If we want to get a nice transport, I think we have to. If I'm reading this and thinking about this correctly, we have to get the Mandalorians involved, which they are not so good on sharing, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's, we both are wrench monkeys. If we fix a transport, it's a damn good transport. It's gonna have tracks. It's gonna have a little red flag at the end. It's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah. The thing is, we would have to get into the hangar where they keep these things, plus every other ship and whatever speed or whatever they have, which, if we are nobodies, they will give us access to it. That's the problem, human.
We can sneak in. We can turn invisible for a little while at least.
You can, I cannot.
Well, teamwork. Send little droid in, see what we can see. Let's try to get in, both of us.
You know what? You actually make fucking sense for once.
I'm not that much of an idiot.
Sometimes you can be.
Shut up, Sim.
But if we're gonna do this, I will have to make some modifications to your motherboard.
Hmm.
In a sense of code-wise, not getting into it. Because if I
take me to dinner first. No, go ahead. It's fine.
Yeah, I have this thing that I can do to actually either make you carry more, make you so much agile that your motivator is overclocking, which is good.
That's fun. Yeah, I'm okay with that for a while.
So that I could do, but it's just for 1 hour. So you would have to go in quick and out quick.
Human looks at him, not moving. All right, let's do it.
All right, then. Before anything like this, you see me taking out of a connector from my wristpad and plugging it into your fucking hand.
Have you ever worked on H.U.M.A.N before, Zim?
Just once.
What did you do that one time that you worked on him?
I just repaired some of the code that was not working. Like,
Okay.
something like, making his joints move a little smoother and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, my legs are killing me usually, but he fixed it. Sim is a good guy. He fixed his legs.
You struggled then too with the access port, and you managed somehow, mostly through luck, to figure it out then. But this port on his hand, this is from another device. You kind of have a better idea as to how to work on him now. You actually need the port on the back of his head, which interfaces directly with his motivator.
Yeah. And while I'm there, I'm like using my wristpad to work around with the
Okay. As you
Just to set the scene, I'm a tall fucker, and this alien is not that tall, so I have to like get down on my knees. This guy's in the back of my head. It's not graceful. It's not graceful at all.
no, but
give me a will save, human.
a wisdom save, you mean? Or...
Yeah, wisdom save.
His will is Pathfinder.
Yes.
Oh boy.
All right.
Oh boy.
That works.
As you
Yep.
as you bend over him and you begin your operation, a separate compartment opens, like at the side of his shoulder, right where on a normal person the heart would be. And you find a secondary motivator. This one's a little bit different what other droids have. It's for once it doesn't work on normal droid electricity. This is an entirely separate unit that has as much power as the actual motivator. He has a dual motivator, and that's not strange because he can remove restraining bolts temporarily. One, or rather this one, can overpower the other one. And you've seen him do this before, but this is the first time you actually get a glance of this thing. It's not an empty shell with clockwork within. It is actually a vessel for positrons. It is a technology that's not used in droid making precisely because of it gives results exactly like human, where he's hard to control like that. But this thing goes a step beyond. It has like, the more you look at it, the more you misunderstand it, and you see the synapse in and out of it. Do you actually have the medicine skill?
No.
Roll it anyway at a disadvantage.
Well,
okay.
And I'll add a D4 to that to see
Sure.
my temporary boost does any. Oh well, it's a 17. And the other one, and the other one was a natural 20, by the way.
Yeah. The paths it has through it that swim in a juice of positrons, they eerily remind you of the synapses of a brain.
All right.
While this is happening, Human is just staring ahead of him, like into the void.
Yeah.
Waiting.
Yeah. Well, while I'm finishing up and looking at it, I'm doing two things. One, adding a sub protocol to make his eyes work better in the darkness, giving him dark vision.
Yeah.
So I'm casting dark vision.
Yeah.
And as a second thing that I am doing enhance droid.
Cool.
Which is, and I'm doing the motivator part of the effect. So pretty much he has advantage on all dexterity checks, and he doesn't take any, and for an hour he will not take any damage for falling 20 feet or less if he isn't incapacitated.
Perfect. So the plan is to sneak into the Mandalorian motor pool and see what kind of vehicles they use?
Exactly.
Yep.
Alright. The side of this facility is comprised of maybe a 20-meter tall wall. But all of the adjacent buildings are unoccupied, so, you know, it's a wonder why they erected such a wall. In fact, they probably didn't. This is an old thing, back from the Republic days, before Rust City extended so far out. This is what happens when everyone builds wherever they want. All of these shanty buildings, atop of which you guys are sat, peering directly into the motor pool. There are no vehicles out here. Perhaps they are inside. There's a massive door that leads inside, but that'll actually require you to trespass.
I think.
Oh, well.
Can we?
I think Human, you are the best one to do that, as of now.
At this point, yeah, sure.
All right.
I'm gonna do that, but remember, I have my little droid with me. He's gonna scout out in front of me, not too far ahead, but just to make sure that I can hide if there's something coming.
All right. The little droid identifies all of the cameras for you. And you kind of quickly devise a plan of campaign where Zim would be here, the droid would be inside, and you would literally gain physical access to that one massive door in the middle of the motor pool, which ought to lead to a garage, right? It's definitely not a spaceport. There's no way a spaceship could get in here. And so you begin. The first step is to overtake the wall itself. How are you going to go about climbing over that 20-meter wall?
See if I can find any handholds, or maybe even like part of an old rusty ladder around. See if I can get across.
Yeah, all right. An old maintenance ladder that is exactly made out of these. You know, it's not a ladder. It is these pieces of rebar directly affixed to the outside of the wall, and it is behind a water drain, which now sprouts this brilliant little orange liquid that pools into a little pool underneath your feet. Make an athletics check at an advantage, or an acrobatics check at an advantage, because it has all of these footholds, and you want above a 10.
13 will do.
You manage to get atop it, and yeah, it's 30 feet for you to descend. You ignore fall damage from 20 feet. How are you gonna go about descending now? You're not this lucky for it to continue on the inside.
Can I scale down it? Just hang on by my hands and then drop down the whatever this left.
Are you proficient in the acrobatics skill?
Athletics?
You can do athletics as well, yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Let's do that. Normal, straight roll, you want a DC 10. You want above a 10.
Well.
You crash through the side of this. You kind of pivot on one side, you slam your back against a little overlooking battlement tower. You almost fall directly in front of a camera, but you somehow manage to twist in midair, and you only suffer 5 hit dice as you crash. And this would have been more. You could have broken your chassis, your spine, if not for the enhancement. Right,
I'm also invisible, so the camera wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, the camera wouldn't see you. Yeah. You don't trigger it though. It does have sensors. They would know that. You know, if you just walk in front of one camera, it's going to be fine. But you know, once you go inside, it might not be possible for you to be skirting cameras like you are.
Right.
Just a question.
Yeah.
The fall damage could have been less.
Yeah. He doesn't take any fall damage. He takes hit die penalties. Our custom survival rules that we use.
No, because I was like, penalty. That's the penalty. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because I'm still processing stuff.
Yeah. It would have been damage and hit dice, but because of the enhancement, I'm gonna let him forego the damage. But yeah, you know, ill-treating your bodies like this, falling from 20 meters or 30 feet, you know, that is how Even the powerful droid body gets damaged. So that is represented in the hit dice. And think about if you like this mechanic or not. And we'll see in a couple of sessions if we want to keep using it. Yeah, you make it through the motor pool, and you are once again faced with another test, a locked door. How would you get past this door? There's a little tiny display thing that blinks. It doesn't quite work. It keeps short circuiting because of the way ferrite affects electronics.
Can I do a technology check on that? See if I can figure out what kind of technology it is. And
actually, you're proficient in the slicer kit, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, you can do that.
But I was very proficient in technology.
Yeah, you can do technology as well, yeah.
So that's why I was like, maybe...
Technology would be more to gain information, whereas if you actually want to get information and get through it, it would be slicing. But if you roll good technology, I'll give you advantage on the other one. Yeah. You pry it open with your multi-tool, and you see the way they've wrapped the central power lines in this strange material. It's kind of like aluminium kitchen foil, but it has these purple streaks across it. It's some kind of material laced with an interference-resistant material. The method they used is pretty similar to the suits Neron and Lumiya made for you to resist the storm on the train. So they kind of already cracked this technology in a fucking warehouse without ever seeing it. They would definitely be, if you can peel this off without triggering an alarm, they would definitely be interested in seeing this.
Give it a go.
Nope, you unlock the door, but you destroy the material as you try to peel it. But the door hisses open about halfway, and that is about as far as it can get before the electromagnetic interference caused by the presence of the ferrite crystals everywhere around you cause it to pretty much break. And it looks like it kind of does that every third or fourth time it is opened anyway. You kind of see how far it opens, and then from this point on, you know, a couple of burly men pick it up on either side and kind of force it open all the way. And you see why. In front of you, this, you know, it's straight out of Mad Max, this powerful looking truck thing. It has tank threads. It has a single cannon above it. And it has on the other side this harpoon gun, which is smeared with the oily blood of the Ekri creatures. So they shoot the Ekri creatures with the gun, and then they turn the turret around. They impale it with the harpoon, and then they drag it behind the vehicle until its skin peels off. And all that is left is the massive ferrite crystal which powers the creature.
It sounds brutal.
A very not cool way to go. But
very not cool.
Yeah, this thing is well beyond you to steal. In fact, you need multiple downtime activities to break into this thing. So your quest unfortunately ends here, and unless you want to venture deeper into the facility, you're kind of
instead of venturing deeper, I think I've seen all what I can see. Yep. Can I drop my droid off here, just pop him off my shoulder basically, and be like, scurry around, see what you can find for the next couple days? Is that something we can do?
For the next couple of days, he's gonna be found, but he can map the length of your hangar, the length of this hangar for you. He can kind of create a map for you.
Yeah, let's do that. That's at least something useful.
All right. Hum. The first thing it finds, you're just 1 foot out of this place, and he's already alerting you. In one corner of the room, there is a shipment of weapons, well sealed and contained. It has on one side the symbol of this Mandalorian Clan, which you've seen on the outside of the building, and on the other side it has another strange symbol, and you're racking your brain to remember where that's from. Do you want to roll insight to remember this as you are pacing away from here? 19, yeah. These are pike weapons. Either the Mandalorians are selling to the Pikes, or the Pikes are selling to the Mandalorians. Either way, this thing is worth about 100,000 gold or credits. D&D Brain. So this is a good payout if you can secure it a little under 20,000 each. If you can yank it out of here, it weighs about 15 tons.
Oh. Right, let's put that in the notes. That's very useful information. At this point, I'm gonna get back to Zim. Tell him about everything that I found.
Sure, now that you are not pressed for time, you know where all the cameras are, you circumvent the wall, you circumvent the... and you return to Zim.
Well,
Zim, you've been heart-wrecked seeing him go inside that black pit. Give me a wisdom save.
sure. Yeah.
Ooh,
No.
by virtue of worrying for your friends so much, you lose 2 hit dice.
Oh well.
Oh, you love me, Zim.
Yep, it's fine. It's fine. If
Nerve-
it would have been
nerve-
more, I would have been pissed.
Nerve-wracking, this. But yeah, you guys are back together.
All right.
I turn off my invisibility and scare Zim just from behind. Gotcha. I'm back.
Jesus Christ! You definitely want to kill me and make me one of yours. Definitely.
Let's get back to the others. Tell them about all the cool things I found.
Which is
Oh, many things. I found a cool vehicle. Well, that's something we found. That's what we came for. And a nice little cache of weapons, which little droid that's rename my droid every single time. Little droid that's found a little cache of weapons in the court.
and how much will we make out of those?
I think 5k each.
You're not telling me the truth.
5k each, Sim.
Human, I know when you're bluffing and I know when you.
All right,
when
10k.
you're
You're
not.
fine. 10k each. You got me.
If you're saying 10k, it means it's double 20k.
This human starts to laugh.
So if I were to modify them, then they would be maybe 40k we could get out of. That's nice.
If you
That's
can make
40k.
all of them
each.
into chassis, it'd be quadruple that. Of course, that'll cost like 20 downtimes.
Yeah, 20 downtimes. Yeah, but still, if I could get the time to do that, that's going to be so much fucking money.
Yeah.
We could pay for whatever we wanted to.
Such a good mechanic you are, Zim. I trust you completely. But let's get that thing out of there first and find a way to get to the little truck I found. Which, I mean, I gotta tell you, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah. So, what did you find exactly as a transportation, if you mind me asking?
It's I think it's the technical term is fucking monster truck. The technical term.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
So you mean an all-terrain fucking vehicle?
Yes, with the giant gun on the sides. Perfect.
So
And I show him a little picture on my wristpad of
Yeah,
what I found.
You're a droid. You have
I see.
nothing but pictures. You have a 4D video of your eyes.
Yeah,
at all
show
times.
him a little look at the fucking
I-
tracks on this
just a
thing.
question,
Yeah.
just to be sure, because me as a Star Wars nerd, I could recognize that as not a character, but still. Is
Oh,
it
no,
a
we're-
one of those? Is it one of those fucking war machines that the Mandalorians had in the in the Legends era? The ones that are world-ending.
No. No,
Okay.
think more cyberpunk, less Star Wars. It's a
Okay.
thing with a tank thread and a gun.
So it's
Yeah,
not a
yeah,
bad
yeah.
busk.
Yeah, no. If it were a basilisk, I would be. Yep, let's free it out of there.
Let me see what that is. Hold on. Yeah, let's do that. Let me see what that is.
Those are fucking planet-ending machines, and they had
Pretty cool.
an army of them, which they lost, and they were smelted.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that. The Mandalorian Basilisk. Yeah, the Basilisk Wardrobe. Is that it?
Yeah.
They were
Um.
fucking huge things that
Yeah,
they could also ride on.
it's made out
That's
of
the
it's
thing.
made out of several of those things. Mandalorian battle surplus. There's definitely a technologist or more among these Mandalorians to create this Frankenstein of a basilisk. But yeah, there's a lot of a lot of basilisk droid in it. Yeah.
Oh God, Human, you see Zim starting to. You know what you have just actually found, Human. This is the best fucking thing ever.
You know I don't
is-
like it when the organics rules him. Just tell me what it is.
This is war crimes waiting to happen.
Let's get it out of their keepers. I think we found a new owner for that thing.
I'm gonna
Oh,
put that
like a
in
couple of
Discord.
owners.
Is it this thing? This thing looks sick. I put it in the art
Yeah.
channel in Discord.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
I'll put it here for.
That's Mandalore riding it as well, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Mandalorian writing it. by the
Yeah,
way,
it's like
yes.
that, but about 4 times as large and made out of multiple of that. Less
Yeah.
armed, less armored, but more functional.
Yeah, these things are almost like what are those things called? The rodents that make holes on the ground. Jesus,
Moles?
moles. These are like moles, but if we were super tanky and with so much firepower, they could destroy a whole planet.
Okay, Zim, you sold me. It's fine. Let's get back to the group. Jesus, and wipe the drool off your face.
Nah.
I'm an engineer that loves weapons. These are the best weapons to exist in all.
Stop it, Zim. Stop. You sold me.
Okay. Let's get back to the other.
Why don't you sell it to the other guys?
Alright.
I thought it looked pretty
hell
fucking
yes.
cool, but
This is going to make this trip so much worth it.
Alright. You can sort of kind of replicate the core shielding technology that they use. The way they used it on the security gate is maybe a little bit different to the way you'd use it in a vehicle. So you can use this information when you eventually find, or if you decide not to steal this and craft a vehicle from scratch, that will do a similar thing. You can have advantage on your technology rolls when you would create and operate it. Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, that. Never mind. You return to you return to Ego's workshop, and as you make your way there, give me a perception check. Both of you. We're gonna do it the other way this time. That is with the boost, right?
Yep.
Yeah, as you descend this rusty building that turns out to once have been like a laundromat, and you wade through it, you come out upon a quiet street, and at the far end, there's some kind of service building, maybe a shrine or something of some description. Atop that shrine, protruding is goodness, it's like a lightning rod, a straight metal pipe that is thick at the very base, and both of you are pretty sure he's well beyond the range of your dark visions, but both of you are sure that this is a silhouette of a humanoid, and he's looking straight at you. And as you kind of stop to look at him, he realizes that he's being watched, or she, and he ducks in behind this thing. He's a good 200-300 meters away from you guys. He's gonna descend this building from the other side, and you're gonna lose him in this wasteland of rusty buildings. Do you want to give chase? Do you want to call out after him in the dead of night in this dark street?
absolutely give chase. Don't call out him.
Yes.
Just follow him and fight and fucking catch that guy.
All right, sprint after him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Human and Zim follows. All right,
Yep.
you cut through one building and another, and you vault through these ancient buildings, empowered by your dark vision. And by hacking your Zen, you spot his bulk behind turning behind one of the buildings. Give me an acrobatics check, both of you, and you can't give each other help, but you can give yourself temporary boost.
Yes, and he still has, because it's he still has the enhanced. He has advantage on that.
Sure.
That's why he has advantage.
Nice.
We get that guy. It's not even close.
Yes.
Nice. Not only do you catch up to him, but you manage to cut his path so he can't run away from you. Human, you block his path from one side while Zim is hot on his heels. It is a little underpass. One of two of those rusty buildings. Above you, they've built these little movable bridges to connect two of the buildings, and these have been abandoned for 20, maybe 30, maybe 50 years. This place had a lot greater population than it does now. There's nobody else here, and as you put your feet above it, Human, or rather on top of it, you realize that you're standing on something metal, and he puts his hands up and he says, "Well, you got me." And you see that he's holding onto a little device thing, and he presses a button, and the ground from underneath you, Human, opens up, and you fall within a trap door, which closes behind you. And you bumble around in this dark.
I have dark vision still.
You have dark vision, so yeah, this is this used to be a garbage chute. They would put the garbage thing here, and this thing it'll open a lot more smoothly, so that the garbage bin descends down, and then a vehicle would pick it up. This used to be a very nice place to live with all of this automation. Now, however, this guy has just turned it into a pursuit breaker, a trap for when he is caught. So this guy is very smart, Human, and you see where on the side of it where the vehicle would back up into to pick up the trash bin. And kind of empty at each other. So this is your only way to go back. You can't misty step through it because you can't see where you're going. If you have not misty step but transpose.
Yeah, translocation or
translocation. And then Human out of the picture, he turns against you, and he still has his hands up, and he says, "You got me, feller. Your droid buddy, he's fine. He's gonna be crawling out of that shit over yonder right there."
Yep, so what are we gonna do here? Do I just shoot you out of this, whatever it is?
Yeah.
And then help my friend? Or just we can talk it out?
You better not miss if you shoot me, because there won't be enough left of you to wrap in a cigar.
That's some empty threats there, but still, I'm gonna take them as true, so... What is your purpose here?
It's you guys I'm after. You just about killed 4,000 slaves on that train. Or did the Empire not tell you?
I just got here, dude, and I'm there for that droid there and a bounty on his head.
Don't lie to me. You blew up that train. Why'd you do it?
I didn't blow up any train.
Don't fuck with me, man. Don't do that.
I'm not lying to you. If you want to use a truth serum probe, you could definitely do it, but I'm gonna still give you the same answer.
He says there's always, the greater the action, the greater the consequence. Anyway, lie or tell the truth that their blood is on your hands. They didn't need to die.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, but let's go ahead with your side of the story. Okay, let's picture this. What if I helped those people kill or whatever you say I did to explode the transport is? Whatever it is, I am not, even though I am not responsible for that, and if I was also indirectly responsible, I would have told you so. But the thing is, if they killed a lot of people, and you think they didn't deserve it, then why don't get a court? I'm sure the Empire would love that.
He says it was the Empire that was transporting them. You know, I'll deal with the Empire when they come back here. I have you right now. You and your
In the
Your
background, there
body
are
is-
muffled screams from a human.
Human. You're about halfway out of that tunnel. You're about to have a drop on this guy.
Nice.
Well, if they killed slaves, those slaves would have been dead anyway. You know how the Empire treats their slaves. They're still going to die.
He kind of takes a step towards you, and you can tell now that there's violence in his figure, and he says, "That is not for you to decide."
I am not deciding anything yet. But there is one thing that I can decide now. I can decide to either have you go at it, or make you lose your footing. Your choice. Losing your legs, or just shoot me and then you deal with the consequences, huh?
He puts his hands up again, and he says, No, this is gonna go another way." Right at that moment, the darkened figure of Human emerges on one side of him. Human, what are you? You're sneaking up on this guy. What are you wanting to do with this guy?
I straight up put one foot on the wall, push off as hard as I can, and ram him to the floor.
All right, as you pretty much spear into this guy, it is empty air you hit. In front of both of your eyes, he literally is not there. Insert meme. But there's no auxiliary energy field. There's no smoke and mist. There's no exhalation of energy. This was something else. This wasn't technology that you're witnessing. Human, you sail through the air and you strike the side of a garbage can.
Oh, wonderful.
He is no
Bang
longer there.
clash. Wow, what the fuck?
Is he behind us or just poof gone?
As you look around you strain your eyes. You have dark vision, but it's still black and white dark vision. It's still not as good as it would have been in the day. Only about 30 seconds later do you see his footprints in the dusty floor, heading in the direction in which you came from. And as you turn around to see him up in the sea, the little wad of orange water, he's taking up to moving on that where the water would wash away his steps, so he can't be followed. He either went to the left or to the right of that. He was following the water. If you look for him all night, you might find the track, but is it really wise in this abandoned place to be looking for this guy? Human had a chance to sneak up on him. What if he gets a chance to sneak up on you guys?
Yeah, that's why I look at Human and go, did you really kill slaves?
I didn't see any slaves. Somebody did press a big red button and the train crashed, but I didn't know anything was aboard.
That you know. Maybe he's telling the truth. But
Maybe.
we won't know for sure until we see some of the Imperial cargo data pads of that crash. In any case, we managed at least to pursue him and to almost sneak up on him, but if he sneaks up on us, that would be bad. We have to also
We need to tell our friends to be careful, because there is at least one person, but I'm thinking he doesn't work alone. We are being tracked, and they know who we are, and they know what we're doing.
Yeah, and definitely I did not do any of the things he said. I've done even worse, and I know I've done worse. Not per se killing people, but bounties that
He
are
just
alive.
stares and doesn't react.
Bounties that are alive, yeah. That is the business I was into, and still am sometimes. In any
He
case,
turns around and walks back to the base, back to the workshop.
yeah. And you see then Zim then shuts the hell up and just comes with you without saying any words extra. Because he knows what this all means for you, at least.
You guys, through the smoky, rust-covered passages, you eventually find your way back to the main street, which leads to the other part of the town where Ego's workshop is. And we pan the camera away from you guys to earlier in the evening still, where Lumiya and Neron were setting out to do something.
We were, yes. Hello, people. So yes.
Plan was
Yeah,
to scout around a bit, see if we can find any materials or such that could provide the useful for planning and making these suits.
Materials are good and all, but like, do you have any ideas how to? I mean, I don't know. I don't have any info about the semblance. I mean, except that it's, I guess, electrified something. We need more data.
Geez, your microphone went to the other mic again.
Oh, is it better now?
Yes.
Okay. So we need data for research and development because I mean, do you have any ideas how starbands work? I don't know.
I kind of figured like we could try to try to replicate those earlier suits we made, but just like
What?
make them up to 11 in a way, like.
Yeah, I mean, it could work, but we don't know for sure. Alright, let's do it this way. You go search for materials, I'll try to quickly search like the library or something, and if I don't find something like in an hour or two, I'll join you. Sounds good?
Yeah, sure. Keep me updated on the comms if you find anything super useful.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, of course. Awesome. Good luck there.
We will reduce both of those to rows. We'll start with Lumiya. Lumiya, you're trying to find a place where you can measure the extent
Like
of
maybe measure maybe like find the library where like many, not library, like data information center or something, like from people there, like any info.
As you wander these crooked, dusty holes, dusty, crusty holes, it dawns on you that, you know, the people of this place, you know, they're simple people. The Mandalorians are huntsmen, and the other guys are miners. If there is such a thing, they wouldn't they wouldn't know about it. They wouldn't, you know, even if they were able to describe it to you, they wouldn't describe it to you in measurement. There's probably those among them that are technologists that can do that, but that is a line of inquiry that'll lead you to one or the two factions. Instead, you look the other way, the other side of the city, the terminus, where the Imperial base is. Now, the Jedi already told you that the Empire has all but abandoned that post. They are back in the tunnel trying to clean out a way for them to leave. So if there are Imperials there, you might be able to sneak by them or else talk your way to them. But if you know, evil as the Empire is, they're not a head of cabbage, you know. They would have measurements and tools and instruments to negotiate this storm, shielded as they are underground from it. They would know more about it. And they would speak a language which you would understand, and that language is, of course, math and technology.
Well, this seems like a very bad idea.
Yeah. So, where would it be? The Mandalorian compound, the Kaluak, the old terminus, where the Imperial base is, or else just stumble through the city looking for a library or an archive of some description.
I mean, I guess I would go to those guys, the one like where the Jedi went.
The Kalwak.
Because like I'm pretty sure we were on camps, and like I didn't spend time to change myself, so that's like going into Imperial seems like the most
Okay.
terrible idea you could do.
Cool. I'm pretty sure you're back to your other mic.
I think it works.
Anyone else? It sounds like his other mic, doesn't it?
I
Whatever.
don't know. Is it better now?
I don't know. I'm seeing you on OBS here. You're a little bit quieter, and every time I increase your volume, you peak.
Oh, that's why. Let me check the settings again. Maybe my microphone is once again decided that he will remove himself.
Maybe your noise cancellation is a bit too strong. It's very weird. I didn't used to do that.
Mhm.
Maybe I'm imagining it. Whatever. Technical issues.
Okay, so my microphone. No, what's this?
Same device. Bump you up a little
Microphone
bit.
setup. Oh, here it is.
Yeah, you are peaking.
Oh, it's not. Alright,
your-
let me try this,
your-
and this.
Noise
Is it-
cancellation.
Is it better?
Yeah, it went better before you started fidgeting with it. I guess it's just your noise cancellation or your low voice.
I mean, it is my low voice because it's a
Jumping
little
around.
bit of an evening.
Yeah,
I mean, I can try to remove it.
whatever.
Let me do this. Is it better?
No, turn it back on.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck it, we'll do it live. You make your way through town, and you find the tunnel that leads into the Kalwak mines, and you come across the guard that your allies did maybe 20 minutes before you, maybe even less. Perhaps you've just walked past them. They were in an adjacent street, and you just walked past them. And this guy that is obviously some kind of guard, he stands in your path, and he leans in conspiratorially, and he says, "You are told not to return here. You are in great peril."
I wasn't.
He blinks his eyes and he says, "Then you are not exchanging information with your allies as often as you ought. What do you want, human?"
I need some information about the Stumblands. I mean, if you can point me in another way, I'll go there.
He kind of crosses his arms and he says, "You will, by order of chieftainhood, you will not come into our sanctum."
Sure. Can someone
However-
go out of the sanctum and talk with me?
However, and he taps his chin and he says, it is best that we are in no way involved into that which is going to befall you within the next couple of days. However, and he says it in front of the very entrance of the bulk gate. If you have any instruments, you will be able to measure the fury of the storm by a factor of at least maybe half, maybe 2 times as much. Adjust your whatever measurements you take, adjust them by a factor of 2, maybe 3, just to be safe. You are doubtless trying to stormproof your vehicles.
I do that.
That'll be what you are looking for. You can directly measure the storm without ever opening the bulk gate. Even though, that's not a real measurement, the best thing that you can do is actually go out into the euphoric zone and
Oh,
actually
alright.
measure the storm.
Yeah, that's true, but I still need some preparation. Alright, thank you very much.
Do
Have a...
not return here. You are in peril.
Sure, of
And
course, of course.
you
Have a nice day,
imperil.
buddy. Yeah, bye-bye.
You walk away from him before he finishes telling you that you will imperil his own people. So
Yeah.
you do that, and you kind of walk up to the boat gate. This winding stairway, and yeah, over here, you know, it's like standing. What's a very tall thing that everyone has seen? I don't know.
Eiffel Tower?
The Eiffel, yeah, not everybody's seen the Eiffel Tower. Yeah, sure, the Eiffel Tower. You know, it's 100, 200 meters tall. Sure. And you are standing in front of it, and you know, even from here, you know, your bionic eye, your gun, you know, your wrist pad, all of the equipment you have is now malfunctioning. Even your comms. Incidentally, you will be unable to contact Neron from here. But yeah, the whatever analog instruments in your wrist pad, you manage to, so to speak, measure the fury of the storm. And you're surprised to find that it's the same radiation which you were using to follow the goddess around the galaxy. So you are definitely getting close. So close, in fact, that she might as well be on top, on the other side of this, this door here. Sorry, I'm being distracted. Yes, you can now begin to craft some kind of shielding for your equipment and also for yourselves from the violent storm outside. You know what equipment you need, more or less. If you generously multiply by 2 or 3 the voltage, you're already making the math in your head where your earpiece kind of hisses back to life. You've returned to
before that,
yeah.
I would like just to check the gate. How big is it? Like, is it like? I mean, so it's like 200 meters, but like how it's in width?
In width, it's about 10 meters wide. Or
10
rather,
meters
no,
wide.
the length of the gate is like 100 meters. It is 200 meters tall, and the thickness of it is about 10 meters.
Yeah, thickness. Okay, 10 meters. So I have this charge fragmentation, 15-foot cord. No, that's not gonna work. Alright, I'm not gonna blow up the gate then.
It is gonna work. You just need to use more than one.
I don't have more than one.
You can. While you can't duplicate this one item, at least not now, not without an actual, you know, pyrotechnics lab, you can increase the power of this charge if you know exactly what material you're getting through. The explosion will be so great that the shockwave will echo throughout the entire thing, and every single person will learn what
it's kind of like it's kind of the last resort, you know. So yeah, I'll just keep it in mind.
Yeah.
All right. I will return to the city, and hopefully my comms will start working.
Yeah, your comms hum to life as you return low enough for them. Neron, while Lumiya is doing this, what are you doing?
I am basically searching around for any materials, any contraptions, or anything that could kind of give me inspiration, or kind of if something has been out there in the storm, or it looks like it has been out there, and I can kind of study it, see how it's built.
Yep. You
gain a little knowledge.
You begin your sojourn once again through the dark city. Do you have dark vision?
Now I have, yeah.
yeah. You cast dark vision on yourself. That makes it a little bit better. As
I have my these.
An item probably. Yes, Nighthawk Ocular Light. Cool. casual eye surgery. You wade through this ocean of rust, and you find numerous vehicles. One of which is a tunnel boring machine, which kind of tickles your fancy. It used to be one of the machines that they used to make all of these tunnels that you travel. It is, goodness, it's maybe the size of the gate that Lumiya was at just now, only a little bit slower. It has this diamond-tipped head. The machine itself is worth, maybe millions of credits. Sadly, no longer operational. Whatever internal stuff it had eventually got to it, so it didn't have actually shielded in the innards. Although as you kind of get inside it, we have an image of tiny little Neron in this huge dark tunnel all the way around you, wading in this thick muck of water. As you with your dark vision, you study the innards of this thing. An attempt was made to shield the inside of it, and it seems to have worked for the longest time. And in all which they have failed, you notice what you're not supposed to do. And if all 4 technologists come together, you're pretty sure that you can crack this technology in under 5 downtimes with all 4 of you. And you satisfied, it'll be good to someday return here and scavenge this thing. You won't make millions of it, but it'll be 50, 70, 100,000 of scavenge alone, high tier scrap. You can make prototype stuff with this. And with these pleasant thoughts in your head, you kind of wade out of this place, where at the very corner of your eye you sense motion, and you instantly flip around. Give me a reflex save.
Oh shit.
Or dexterity save.
Woo!
The slimy tentacle wraps around your foot, and instead of a sucker, it ends in a pointed mouth, which opens to bite into your leg. But you are way too fast for it, and you fly out of here, and you see the side of it as it swims in the muck. It makes a full circle around you. It is an adult Dianoga. You know exactly what this is. This is the trash compactor monster, of course. And it's a coming right at you. How are you gonna... You obviously can't fight it. You are just by your lonesome. You need to stun it, run away from it, or get to a higher ground. It's an aquatic creature. However, its tentacles, you begin to ponder how long they must be, and then you see exactly how long they are, as from the other side of the facility it's already coming at you. How are you gonna escape this creature?
Ooh, so everything here is encased in water, right? There's like no land to get up on.
Yeah, in fact, the water is almost up to your waist. Any running checks, the water is slowing you down unless you have swimming speed. So it's difficult terrain, pretty much.
Yeah. Water up to my waist.
You can go up, try and scale the wall, but that tentacle will be very fast. If you have some kind of explosive or an electric gauntlet, of course, discharging that in the water will propagate to you.
I do have this one. It generates a static charge, like
yes.
So I could maybe try to scare it away in a way. So I don't know.
Sure. Are you gonna go on the offensive and dive for its tentacle, or maybe even its face, where like the entire back of this thing open? It's pretty much a mouth with tentacles. Are you gonna go on the offensive and attack it, or are you gonna wait in ambush in the shallow water to strike one of its tentacles?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to do what you said last. I am not going to go on the offensive here.
All right. As this one tentacle kind of dances around you, you're waiting for the correct opportunity. And of course, there's another tentacle right behind you. This one wraps around your chest, and the first one is traveling towards you to impale you in your chest. Give me another dexterity save. Before you know it, you're pulled underwater. The other tentacle, not the one that is holding you down, the one that was coming straight at you, one of its teeth nips you across your chest and tears right through your armor. Its teeth are made out of titanium, probably. And although you are drowning, you sense its poisonous bite, the poison coursing through your veins. You get the poisoned condition. And then you open your eyes and you become cognizant that you are drowning. Your mouth is open. You are panicking. You see its massive mouth open up in front of you. It's about to swallow you whole, and you punch it dead in the face with your with your minor defibrillation. And the tentacles immediately cut you slack. You don't exactly see it, but as you come out of the water, now it's about the length of your neck. You see its massive slimy body swimming away from you with all haste, and you are breathing hard. You gain the poisoned condition, and you lose 3 of your tech points. You cast this as a 2nd level spell for the charge to be enough, and
Sure.
also the electrical charge combined with the poison. You electrocuted yourself as much as it. However, it is stupid and it doesn't know what electricity is. You know exactly what you did to yourself. Anyway, you lose 5 hit dice for this. And you are wet and you are miserable as you crawl out of this. And away from any water.
I bet none of the other guys had it as bad as this. He's telling himself as he crawls out of the water.
Nope. You look down at your torn armor. Its little tooth is still there. It looks like the tooth of a fucking shark. It is still affixed to your chest, and as you pull it out, you notice that you're not even bleeding. This thing would have had you paralyzed in a matter of seconds. You escaped death by half a second.
I'ma keep the tooth.
Cool. You are maxed inspiration. I would have given you inspiration for that, but you have a tooth. You can sell it, maybe. We're gonna have another water break because it's still like 40 degrees in here, and then we will have another hour of Star Wars. See you soon, YouTube.